Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. Deontay Wilder is set to confirm his fight with Dominic Breazeale at an event in New York next Tuesday. And at that event, he's also going to make a major announcement on his career. So there has been an advisory issue saying, save the date, see here on screen. This is something that Jake Donovan, a reporter from Boxing Scene, had posted to his Twitter account. Save the date, WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder to reveal plans for his next title defense. Major announcement from Bomb Squad Promotions at press conference. And there is more, so this is going to be next Tuesday in the United States. But you can see here, this is a pretty bland sort of looking document, and the announcement itself is going to be coming from Bomb Squad Promotions. So you can only sort of think that this is going to be around the broadcasting arrangements for Deontay Wilder going forward, that an announcement on whether he's going to sign with DAZN or someone else, or if he's going to campaign on Fox now, or if in fact he's going to be on a Showtime pay-per-view. So we will probably find out at the same time that this fight is announced that the platform that it's going to air on, because that just makes sense. They're not going to sort of drag that out. And given some of the numbers that are floating around for a deal for Deontay Wilder, he's not going to come cheap. And I'll get to some of the offers that are now sort of dripping out into the media, or reports of what the offer is and what was mentioned or offered at the meeting that Deontay Wilder went to when he met with DAZN this week. So one way or another, it looks likely that we're going to get some sort of outcome or result about Deontay Wilder's next move in terms of his career next week. The fight with Breazeale will be announced, and the big question is, where will it air, and how much is Deontay Wilder going to get, and what sort of deal will he be on? Because he may have forced the hand of Showtime to really stump up some cash, or even Fox. And those two broadcasters are the ones that Al Heyman, Deontay Wilder's advisor, works with. So we'll have to see who's going to be tossing up the most money and what's going to happen here. I think many would say at the moment that, given some of the sums that are being tossed around in the media, that it could be actually a favourite here to land at Deontay Wilder's services. And if we just go to some of this, so worldboxingnews.net, Deontay Wilder offered $50 million DAZN double deal before Anthony Joshua. So this is saying there'd be two fights for $50 million and then get to Anthony Joshua, which presumably that would also be a fight deal as well. So the article here says talks between both parties were set for this week, with DAZN hell-bent on securing the services of the WBC heavyweight champion. The end game will be a huge undisputed unification with Anthony Joshua over two fights in 2020. On the back of Eddie Hearn confirming DAZN will act as middlemen in a huge top division collision, WBN now understands Wilder is wanted this year for two bouts initially. Wilder will effectively receive $25 million per fight, and on the condition the Bronze Bomber wins both outings, he will then be pitched in with Joshua next year. A further improved contract is to be fully discussed separately regarding the Joshua double. DAZN want to avoid a delay in getting Wilder on the books. This is in order to assure fans that the biggest battle in world boxing will eventually happen. Well, here's hoping that it does. So if we go to Bad Left Hook, so they're reporting the same sort of thing. Two-fight, $50 million deal. Mike Coppinger, who works for The Ring, a number of other publications, he is saying, developing, John Skipper offered Deontay Wilder a 3-fight deal worth roughly $100 million to fight on DAZN yesterday, per sources. Not sure who those sources were, because they'd have to be in the room, you'd have to imagine. Wilder co-manager Shelley Finkel confirmed money in that ballpark. Dominic Breazeale at $20 million, and then two fights with Anthony Joshua valued at around $40 million. And he goes on to say the exact parameters of the offer are unclear, and it's not known if the Joshua side signed off, just reporting that the offer was made during the meeting. And someone else goes on to say here, and this is important because I think a lot of people have been thinking that Deontay Wilder is about to ditch Al Heyman. But someone made a comment here, Heyman was at the meeting, he will be involved in any decision made. This would be a direct deal with DAZN, not through Hearn per the reports. And Mike Coppinger says correct on all. And I agree with this. Al Heyman will be involved in whatever is getting cooked up here for Deontay Wilder with DAZN, if in fact that is the route that they go. And if that is not the route that they go, he will be in the thick of it with whatever deal they do sign up to for broadcasting arrangements. So it's getting very interesting now. So despite some of the reporting here being a little off on whether it's 2 fights or 3 fights, or is it 50 million or 100 million, what we can say is there's a very big offer coming to Deontay Wilder for at least a minimum of 2 fights, more likely 3 or 4 fights, because they'd have to have the Breazeale fight and then the 2 Joshua ones, because there would be a rematch. So if it in fact is a $100 million deal, as Mike Coppinger reports, that's some pretty monumental money. So we'll have to see where this goes. But in the next week, we are going to have some sort of clarity on some of this. At least we can confirm that the Breazeale fight will be happening. It will be announced. And also at that Tuesday press conference, as the media advisory said, that there will be a major announcement from Bomb Squad Promotions at the press conference. No exact detail on what that is, but I guess, we can sort of hazard a guess that that could be where is Deontay Wilder going to be fighting now in terms of a broadcaster. So what do you make of it all? Drop a comment, loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.